I figured I'd do a quick video on the servicing of this Duracraft fan. There's 3 screws, one there, that goes there, and up there, that you gotta take out, and then these little clips, which clip in right here and right here, that you take out, and the fan will come apart. And then there is one of these little retaining clip things that you gotta pull off the middle of the blade to access the motor. And after you do all that, you can unscrew the motor from the motor mount and proceed your cleaning. This one's pretty nasty, honestly. Some really grimy stuff in there, but most of it will probably come off with the paintbrush. So I really don't have nowhere to set this, but basically what you do is you just brush all the dirt off, as you can see, and then get in here, just like dust off everything. And then if you want to, you can remove all this stuff. And I mean, I guess you can do it with it in the fan, but I don't know. I don't recommend doing that, but I mean, if you want to do that, you can. That's just not how I do things. But yeah. Basically, you just dust everything off as good as you can, and then you want to clean all this up, which you can put all this in the tub or a utility sink, whatever you want to call it, whatever you have. Heck, you can even put this stuff in the dishwasher and clean it up, but that's not what I do. So we'll get back with you once I get the motor apart. Alright, after you remove your screws and your bolts, the bolts go in the back here. You can pop your bearings off, like so. And this one does not want to come off, so it's probably going to be a pain in the butt. I'm hoping this isn't one of those cases where the bearing will break. Hopefully not. Doesn't sound too promising. Now that is a likely thing to happen with these motors. I've had it happen a few times, where the casing itself right here this will get like overheated, I guess, and it will snap and break off, and you have to get a whole new motor bearing or just freaking toss the whole fan, I guess. But anyway, this in theory, which is easier to do two-handed. This is usually why I don't film stuff, because crap happens. But basically that's how you get the motor apart. So get back with you with the oiling part in a minute. Alright, when it comes to oiling fan bearings, which I usually like using Zoom Spout, but I can't find it anywhere locally right now, so we're stuck with the 3-in-1 oil, the blue can for fans. Where's the fan? Fan. Yeah, we all know where that came from. But anyway, basically what you do is you oil up these little bearings. First of all, you gotta clean out all the guck, which I'll be back in a second. Alright, what you want to do when you clean out these bearings is you get a paper towel, stick it in the bearing, and just kind of twist it around. Get all the old oil and grease and whatever out of it. This one doesn't exactly want to pop off. Now there's a way to do this. Basically, you gotta kind of weasel it out. Sometimes it doesn't want to go, so you gotta well, hold on. I think I have some. Anyway, you gotta clean it off like this. And sometimes it will work. Eventually it will come out, usually. This one's not wanting to do that, so I'm not going to risk it, so we're just going to oil it, and basically you gotta adjust the camera here, and you oil the bearings. So, this is 3-in-1 oil, zoom spout oil. Those are usually what I use. Oil the crap out of it. Now this oil does smell when the fan's running, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And then after you got your motor oiled up, you throw it back together. Normally I'd rinse this off in the tub, but it's not really that bad. So we're gonna kind of just spray all this down with the stuff and go from there. Then once you get everything kind of somewhat cleaned off, I know it ain't perfect, put the motor back in the fan here, and you can kind of start your reassembly process. Gotta make sure the bearings are nice and lubricated. Put a little bit on the front here. And wipe off the excess crap. And then spin it a few times, make sure everything's aligned, and then you can throw your blade back on. Like so. Gotta get the middle lined up. And hope that you got it right the first time. Otherwise, you gotta kind of like do this. It's easier to do two-handed. Yeah. Okay. So there's the blade on the fan. Now, generally, I don't put the little clip back on because it's kind of pointless, honestly. The other one I have over here, actually, no, wait, that one does have the clip. So, I mean, you can put it back on if you really want to, but, you know, it's kind of just a pointless piece, but I'll stick it back on anyway. But yeah, after you get all that reassembled, you can put the front cover back on the fan. Then once you get it reassembled and unblurred, you can spray the fan down, clean it up, make it look presentable again. I know it ain't perfect still, but you know, it's better than it was. I'll give it that. So after that, you want to flip it over, put your 3 screws back there, there, and there. And then you're pretty much done. And then after you get everything reassembled, you can test your fan out. Obviously it's running better than it did. And moving more air. And there you go. There you have your perfectly working Duracraft box fan. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.